Everybody, we are back at it again, doing some food delivery here on a Wednesday night. We're going to go for the next 2 hours, and we're going to just have some fun with that. There is a baseball game going on right now, but my son is sick, and so because of that, he's staying home. And honestly, as much as I love helping out with baseball, the fact that I might have to be home tomorrow with him in case he's sick again means that I definitely have to go out and deliver some right now. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to go see if we can find $50. That's kind of set a really simple base level plan. Since it's already like 6:45, we'll stream till 9 o'clock and go see if we can find $50 out and about tonight, trying to do 3 or 4 deliveries, something like that. Hustle, the goal of this channel is to move 10,000 people. We're going to do what we always do. We're just going to head down towards our main downtown zone and get close to some good restaurants, see what we can find. We are doing version number 2, trial number 2 of the 1111 challenge. We're looking for 1 new channel member, 1 new channel subscriber, and 1 super chat of $1 or more. So we're just going to work our way up. And so this is, I forget exactly what we called it, second attempt. So that's what we're going to do here tonight as we are going out, and we'll see what the number is because I don't actually know where we're starting. So we're starting at 1,777 subscribers. So we're looking for 1 new subscriber, 1 new channel member, and 1 super chat of $1 or more. We are going to have to gas up at some point here pretty soon. I was not planning on delivering tonight, so that normally I would not be wanting to fill up the car in the middle of supper time, but we're going to do that. Yep, there is a pinned link in the comments. Thank you, Goku. If you're looking, and that's what we're going to talk about tonight, is how do you make an extra $30 a day. So we're going to talk all about how you make an extra $30 a day. One of the ways, if you need help getting started on a project like that, is you can click the link that is in the pinned comment or the first link in the description below. And that is my new guide of 10 plus different ways to make an extra $200 a week, which actually equals roughly $30 a day. So, self-eat pictures online. Absolutely, Josh. Absolutely. Em, how's it going tonight? Appreciate you. Andre, I always do. Drive safe. I don't read chat while I'm moving. And right now, we're not moving anywhere. So appreciate you being here. So yeah, my son has a baseball game tonight, but he was sick. So, oh, you saw me twice today, Em? It was a slow day. Where did you see me? But the only good thing, good thing I had a decent catering delivery today from California Pizza Kitchen. It was like $28. So that's how you get an extra $300 a day. They're nasty. Okay. Yeah, so Waterside, that would have been there. And then Goodlit, well, that's where I dropped off. So, yeah, that's funny. Saw me twice today, Em. It was slow today. Instacart was slow. All the breakfast was horribly slow. I think the only thing I took 1 shopping order during breakfast on DoorDash. It was, I don't know. You have to divisive political stuff. We just want peace for everyone. Peace for everyone. That's what I can say. So, welcome everybody to the channel. The goal of this channel is to move 10,000 people from stupid broke to self-defined millionaires. Tonight we're going to talk about making an extra $30 a day, which doesn't actually sound like a lot, right? But when you add it up, it adds up to over $200 a week times 52 weeks a year. It's an extra $10,000 a year. And I think there's quite a few people who could use an extra $10,000 a year. And so, gotcha. So we went basically similar pickups to drop-offs. So, yeah, it was California Pizza Kitchen to Goodlet. So, very similar. So if you're looking to make an extra $30 a day or $200 a week, there's a guide that's available in the comments below for $5 that you could potentially turn into $2,000 if you're kind of new to all this side hustle gig work stuff. I think it's a great investment in yourself. I wouldn't have made it if I didn't think it was a great investment in you. It will be expanding, but when it expands, it'll also be, and I'll get some feedback and we're going to expand it and make it better. So we've already sold these, which is crazy. I'm not even in sketchy internet zone right now. I don't know what's up. eBay needs to be fed. I need to be listing more, but I did sell a couple of things today. Couple months back, I picked up some gemstones, cheap stuff, but gemstones nonetheless, from a garage sale. Those sold today. Finally got my initial investment back out of those. And then I sold a couple other, it was like a drip pan and a warming pan from an electric griddle. So the griddle itself was toast, no pun intended. And we had to throw it out because it was a fire hazard. You know, it was like sparking and stuff like that. But I kept those, kept the little grease drip pan and the warming tray. And I just listed those up on eBay, listed them quite a few months ago, just let it sit. And finally someone needed those parts, because that's the thing. So I'm actually making a video. I recorded a little video off of it and gonna be making a little video on it that essentially talks about how you can, when you're like selling something or getting rid of an old appliance, there might be salvageable parts that you can sell on eBay still. And so that's exactly what I did. And so it's kind of nice. A griddle that I threw out months ago still made some extra money off of it. But I do need to I've got baseball cards I need to get listed. And so I do need to get going on getting my 2025 baseball cards up. So that should certainly give it a little bit of a jolt. But right now, this week, I'm just delivering every possible hour. I still need about $300 more by Saturday to pay the rent. So that's what we're going for. We're hunting for, and that sounds like not much, but my son is sick and I don't know if I'm going to be able to deliver tomorrow. And Friday I have that day, but then Saturday is my daughter's birthday and I don't really want to have to be delivering on her birthday. So that's why I'm pushing myself really hard, because I don't know how much actual delivery time I have left between. All Uber does anymore is send trip radar. It's very annoying. I think they just hope people are going to grab stuff. Hey, yeah, so I took a break from YouTube like a month ago. Now I'm kind of back in full force. We're doing well. Son is sick. I thought we were all healthy. My voice is going just because I've been like streaming so much between the two channels. I probably shouldn't be sitting here. There's other drivers sitting here just waiting for orders. I went to Waterside M, but decided not to do that. Chevy's 5-speed, how's it going? All right, I'll give you updates on my son's game, because so normally I'm the scorekeeper, but that obviously I'm not there. So the head coach was going to scorekeep, and he scorekept for the first like 3 batters of the game, and then he stopped. But the other team is scorekeeping, so I can at least follow along there. I don't get all the details, but our team is currently winning 4-1. 4-1, and we're coming up in the bottom of the 3rd inning. So my son was really bummed. I actually don't know how many ounces, Bree, and I can almost guarantee you it's probably not enough. But one thing I have learned with water is you're not supposed to guzzle it. You're supposed to sip on it throughout the day, because your body can reasonably only handle so much water in a short period of time. And otherwise it just passes right through you. Yeah. I'm seeing drivers that I know are Ubered, and I don't want to be sitting here. Oh my goodness, M with the super chat. That'll go far for the car. So yeah, great reminder. Thank you, M. Hit that like on M's super chat there. We appreciate you so much. Pete, yeah, got a drink. I don't like ever sitting where I know there's like a bunch of other drivers sitting, because that means we're all fighting over the same orders. And the fact that he's sitting there and was sitting there when I got here, that makes me think that he's maybe been sitting there for a while, which means there's not a lot of orders coming in here, because he would have taken it. So I'm sure most of you are to the point where you recognize drivers. All right, so we are on our way to the 1111 challenge. We have added 1 subscriber, so we started at 1777. We're at 1779, so we got that. And we were looking for 1 super chat of $1 or more. And thank you, M. We just got that. So now, all we're looking for, and how we're going to do it is, we can stack these within the same stream, but they reset at the start of a new stream. So we're not going to carry them over. Okay, go. Holy buckets. Drive. What are you doing? Oh my goodness. People are idiots on the road. Oh my goodness, people. Learn how to drive, please. Please. Please learn how to drive. You need to get, I can't see a thing because you're not getting over. All right. So we are trying to find some orders here, doing some food delivery, dealing with crazy, horrible drivers, because that's what we've got to do when we're out and about. So yeah, so now all we're looking for to match the 1111 challenge. I don't know why it's hard to keep track of how many times I say one. So looking for 1 new channel member. If you become a channel member, you get to do cool things like post a bunch of cool custom emojis. I do have DoorDash till 9. Of course, we have Uber as late as we want it, but Uber sent me like 7 trip radars tonight, and not one actual individual order to me. It's like, and of course they're all bad, but somebody's taking them. Somebody's taking those bad orders, just not me. So I do need to get Instacart on, because I don't actually have Instacart on. Not that I expect anything, but it is already 7 o'clock. I mean, we're already past the main supper rush here tonight, so we're gonna head up towards, well, we'll head up towards UM. Head up and over towards the crust. See if we can find anything. So yeah, I was out from like 7:30 to 1:30 today. Yeah, True Food Kitchen, $3 for 10 miles. That's what it's going to be, I think, tonight. It's going to be a Wednesday. The whole day has been slow, at least the whole time I was out. But we did have a couple eBay sales, so we got those dropped off. I filmed 2 videos. I got one of them posted on the sports channel. So from the side hustle side, just so you guys know, I've been starting to dabble with, you know, creating courses and digital products and stuff, because that's a great way. If you can figure out what people want, you can start to create a digital product that'll just keep selling over and over and over for you in the background. So I did a small one for this channel, the one that's in the pinned comment, but I did a larger one for the sports channel. Just absolute horrible driving as always. A guy driving with no lights on, switches lanes, cuts me off without using a blinker, and of course he's not from our state. Snowbirds. The only reason I want you here is for your money. I only want you here for your money. And y'all snowbirds are super stingy this year. Oh my goodness, dude. Use your stinking blinker. It's 2 in a row. Crazy people out here tonight. How's it going, Savage Batman? So we're just hunting for an order if we can find one. Hunting for an order if we can find one. But it's just slow out here tonight. KC, good evening. How are you doing? All right, so we're in the midst of attempt number 2 of the 1111 challenge. We do have the 1 new subscriber. We have the 1 super chat of $1 or more. Now, we are looking for the 1 new channel member. So that's what we're doing. We're hunting for orders, but hunting very unsuccessfully so far. So far, no good. Just not finding orders. Uber Eats, they've sent one real order and about 12 trip radars. So, oh, that's good to hear, Casey. I saw the Mets were losing, but that is good to see Trout back. I mean, he only needs to have a couple more really good seasons to get back on a Hall of Fame trajectory, and then some longevity. So he's like a couple more really good seasons combined with like some longevity to build up some of the counting stats, and I think he's got a shot at getting in. Otherwise, he could be kind of more like David, just end up with a great start to the career, end up going nowhere in the end. I guess we'll try to match with that because the drop-off's not horrible. Tried to match for a 13 for 10 on Uber Eats, but we're really far from the restaurant. Oh, we got it. All right. Well, I'm surprised we got it. We're like 2.5 miles away from the restaurant, but it's slow and it's more than $1 a mile, and it's over $10. So we're gonna take it because we know it's slow. Steven, that's just Savage Batman just says that all the time. He's a Red Sox hater, but that's like literally his catchphrase. All right, I gotta try to help. Let's see, I can go this way because I don't need to get across traffic. Text my wife. He has to click on 2025 Spring Miners, then click on the Rays. All right, we're on our way to sushi. So yeah, my son is home sick, missing his team's baseball game, so he's trying to watch, or not really watch it, but follow along on Game Changer. Brianna, I can't afford to just work from Thursday to Sunday. I have to make money, and like I have so many commitments on weekends. I don't have. If I could consistently have nothing to do between Thursday and Sunday, and I could just deliver nonstop, that would be fine. But I can't. I don't. So we're in major debt. So we're just trying to work. Basically, I'm working nonstop. It doesn't matter what I would be doing anyway. So if I wasn't doing food and gig delivery, I'd be doing something else. So basically, I just work nonstop. 16 to 18 hours a day, 7 days a week right now. Because we are massively in debt, and now we also are renting a house that we really can't afford, but we don't really have an option because it's where we live. And so that's what we're doing. We're just putting the work in on with a goal towards. Oh, really? All right. All right. Yeah, unless I'm finally a full catering driver on Deliver That, but I've only seen one good Deliver That catering order. I missed it, of course, but I've only seen one good one. Saw like $127 one. What time do they normally come through, Em? Like I probably can't even go out tomorrow if I'm staying home with my son who's sick. So you're good, Bree. You can ask questions. You don't have to retract your messages. I don't. And everybody who's been here for like a really long time knows and understands. It's cool. I don't take offense. I just you're really gonna stop in the middle of a road and no one can get by you. Jeepers. We have to have the absolute worst idiot drivers I've seen anywhere. It's the most amazing group of horrible drivers collected in Florida. It's absolutely insane. The amount of people just stop in random places. They just like stop, like people stop in the middle of the road. In order to get to this pickup, I had to cut through Mercado, which is already a horrible place to have to drive through anyway. But there was no easy way to get turned around otherwise. Yeah, it's just so hard for these catering apps because I just can't leave them running in front of my screen when I'm doing other deliveries. And I have one old phone, but that it won't run the new Deliver That app on it because it's that old. So Jackrabbit, yeah, I'm not even on Jackrabbit. I'm still waitlisted on Delivered, waitlisted on Walmart Spark, waitlisted on Amazon Flex. I'm so sick of being waitlisted on all these. But there's like a 90% chance that my son's not going to school tomorrow, so that means I'll be staying and working from home during the day. All right, so we're going to this sushi place that was nowhere near us, but we took it because is at least something. I mean, we've had the apps on for a half an hour before we saw one order that was even worth considering. It's not really a good order either, but it's better than just burning gas and doing absolutely nothing. So right now, just in the overall, I'm trying to get to making $300 a day. That's the next step in my process of daily income. So we've been pretty good at consistently. I mean, it's not 100% there, but I've been pretty consistent at making $200 a day. But that's still not enough to chip into the debt. So we're gonna start. I'm pushing as hard as I can until I figure out how to crack $300 a day. So that's what we're going to be working towards. If you're looking to make an extra $30 a day, you can check out the pinned comment. It's got my guide. Or if you just want to have pity on me and help me towards my goal of making $300 a day, for $5, you can get 10 plus ways to make an extra $200 a week, roughly equal to $30 a day, but also roughly equal to $10,000 per year. So it's kind of really crazy when you think about scalability, because you might think like making an extra $10,000 a year, wow, that sounds like hard. And I'm not saying it's going to be easy, but the math works out at $30 a day. $30 a day gets you $10K a year, or $200 a week gets you an extra $10K a year. Technically, it's less than that even. You don't even need it. You don't need exactly that much. But I mean, the big thing is you gotta figure out how you're gonna get started. You gotta start trying stuff, figure out what's gonna work. And so that's my encouragement for you, whether you want to buy the guide or not. Start thinking, okay, like if I can make an extra $10,000 a year on top of what I'm already making, would that give me the breathing room to either start paying off debt, or would it give you the breathing room to save for that family vacation, pay for those medical things you've been pushing off, whatever it might be? And eventually I hope that all of us are talking about, okay, how do we make an extra $300 a day, not an extra $30 a day, as we're all scaling up together. And that's the goal. Is I just want to bring you on my journey, and hopefully we're all just scaling up together, and then we kind of keep learning things as we go. So that's why I'm going to pioneer this whole path towards trying to get to $300 a day, and then we'll maybe build our next challenge off of that once I figured that one out. And then I think probably after that, then I'll probably just try to make the scale up to $500 a day as the next goal. I think that's what I'm going to push for next. And obviously you can see here, if food delivery is just the baseline of say $200 a day, you can see why there's a need to continue to build out either other or just build out scalable income streams, because ultimately there's only so much food delivery you can do a day. Like, sure, you could pick up extra shifts, you could work extra long, you could pick up Uber rideshare, you could download more apps, but you're still going to get capped off probably in most markets 300 a day, maybe 400 a day if you've got a really good catering market. You can get ungated on all the apps, and you can be reactive to all your phones quickly and stuff like that. But I mean, there's still an ultimate cap there. There's no one who's doing food delivery only who's making $10,000 a day. And I realize too, probably most of us in here, the idea of making, okay, people are so annoying. Like, they already pull out halfway and then they stop. Like, you're already blocking the road. Just finish pulling out. You pulled out without looking who was behind you. Just finish pulling out in the first place. All right, I gotta stop the car though, because I need to fill up on gas after this. All right, we're gonna go pick this up. It's only 3 items. So we gotta go like 7 miles, but honestly, we're probably gonna have to stop for gas. on the way because I'm not going to risk running out of gas. All right, let's do a quick little all right, hold on. I gotta send some pictures to my wife here really quick. All right, well, I got a Facebook Marketplace set up for tomorrow. A guy is picking up 20 boxes for $80. So, since I know I'm going to be stuck at home most likely, I'm already trying to set up that's like equal to a catering delivery at this point. I got it. My son got out of where he needed to be in Game Changer to follow along with his team for the game. How's it going, Floppy Comb? Floppy Comb, how are you doing? So now I got to direct with screenshots how to get there. We are now losing, by the way, too. We were up 4-1, and now it's 5-4. So Chevy 5-speed going okay. I'm kind of like mentally and emotionally wrecked a little bit right now. Not not from anything, just sick kids and stuff like that. All right, I'm gonna go. Yeah, I got out too late for a lot of good orders. I'm just trying to hopefully find 50 bucks tonight. This is 13, so we're gonna go do that. We might have to stop for gas along the way, which I don't like normally doing, but this is just kind of an exceptional circumstance. So, all right, we're gonna go see if the order's ready. Good work, Midnight. Favorite place to pick up from? I mean, the Crust Pizza, which is like a local pizza place. They're some of my favorite people. Anywhere on Fifth Avenue, Sushi Thai downtown, like all the local places. The local places have the nicest restaurant workers and easiest to build relationships with those people. And they tend to have good orders, but of course everybody knows they have good orders too. So it says that way. All right, hold on. I'm gonna check for, I do not recommend this, but unfortunately we have to get gas. Where is this? Where are we going to? Okay. But we can get it right on the way. So, Midnight, how are you doing tonight? Doing well. Oh, I also hurt my back today too. Not like in a bad way, but just like I just picked up a bag and turned at apparently just the right speed or angle, and so then my whole back kind of like froze up too. So I think that helps with me. But I'm not gonna lie, it's just like it's the end of the month. It's the stress of making sure I have money to pay the rent, and you know, it's not a fun thing. But like I'm not the only one who's going through it right now, and so I'm pushing. I've been just pushing really hard, working super late nights. And why are you stopping in the middle of the road? Why does everyone stop in the middle of the road? You're just stopped in the middle of the road. Put on a blinker, make a decision, and go somewhere. Don't just stop in the... I don't understand people. I'm done with people tonight. Go! There's literally no cars coming. If you don't know where to go, turn on a GPS. It's this newfangled device that if I can have it in my 2004 Pontiac Vibe, I'm pretty sure you have it in your super nice fancy cars. Oh my goodness, dude. What are you doing? Stop stopping in the middle of the road! Okay, I'm so done with people. I don't understand why it's so hard. If you don't know where you're going, pull over. Don't stop in the middle of the road. I know it's the vibe one. I'm just trying to get out of shops at Vanderbilt M, and they're just stopped. There's not passing room. I mean, I just don't understand what people are doing. Like, it's like, how do you not know where you're going? Or even if you don't know where you're going, why do you stop in the middle of the road? I just don't understand it. Savage Batman is just out here making enemies with everybody. Bill Jensen, how's it going? I know, my vibe horn. It's enough to know that you shouldn't be threatened by me, but still, seriously. I mean, if you're being honked at by a 2004 Pontiac Vibe, you've probably made some poor life decisions. Just gonna tell you that. Oh, I'm tired and a little grumpy, but I'm trying to have fun with it. So, all right, so we unfortunately have to stop for gas in the middle of this pickup. The good news is it's sushi and it's cold, so it's not hot food. But I'm low enough. Yeah, the Vibe driver ain't vibing, that's for sure. So I highly recommend you don't do this. This is a good old dad, do as I say, not as I do. Do not fill up with gas on the way to a delivery. But we just got stuck tonight because I was not planning on delivering tonight until we found out that my son was just not going to play in the game. And so then all of a sudden it's like, oh, well, now I got to go deliver if he's going to be stuck home from school tomorrow. How about we just broaden the whole thing out to a Pontiac, right? Like Pontiac's been dead for what, 10 plus years now, right? I don't know. Anybody want to look up the last year they made Pontiacs? You want to hear the horn again? I think we can. Can you hear that? I think it's a little louder outside than it sounds in here. And I think it sounds a little meaner. I think it sounds a little meaner outside. But yeah, didn't they discontinue like Pontiacs in like 08 or 2010, something like that? All right, so I picked this one for 2 reasons. One, it's directly on my route. So yes, if they're watching, they're gonna see me stop for like a minute or two, but I don't have to go way out of the way. And 2, it is on Upside. Upside is how you get cash back on gas. You can sign up with Upside using my promo code ZKS75E, and that'll get you a bonus on your first fill up. I gotta do this really quick though. All right, Halloween 2010. Yeah, so I mean, if you're in a situation in life where you're getting honked at by any Pontiac now, that or a Pirate, we go a little piratey in here every once in a while. APC, appreciate it though. Thank you so much. Thanks for hanging out with us. We get a fair amount of Viking. What is my opinion on the Polish people? Pontiac G6. Oh, I mean, Pontiac made good cars. I don't know anything about the Polish people in general, Coin. So I'm sure I've met plenty of Polish people, but I don't know anything about their culture or their heritage. Well, let's reopen them in 2026. Make Pontiac great again. Someone is like blaring their music so loud. Yeah, people are people. There you go. So I'm trying to remember if my family, we owned either like an old Volkswagen or Volvo. I think we owned a Volvo for a while, but then we moved to the Midwest and didn't have 4-wheel drive, so we got rid of it. It was a good car from what I remember. I've mostly driven Chevys, Jeeps, and now this Pontiac. That's been most of my cars have been Chevys or Jeeps over the years. Alright, we gotta go though. We gotta go. Cambo, how's it going? We gotta go because we're in the middle of a delivery here, so. Gotta reset my DoorDash here too. Alright. Sorry, Mr. Uber Eats person. So my very first car, trying to remember exactly what it was. A Chevy Celebrity. A Chevy Celebrity, and it had bench seats in the front. So the whole front was like a bench seat, but the right side didn't lock in anymore. So basically when you would hit the brakes, you would send your passenger right into the dashboard. All right, we're on our way. We got to go 5 miles, but at least we're fully gassed up, so we're good to go. The wife will be good to take the car in the morning now too. So, all right, I'm gonna give you guys. We're keeping up with my son's team's Little League game. We just took the lead 7-6. So that's normally what I would be doing tonight. Would be helping coach there. That game started at 6 p.m. It can go like an hour 45. So this could be the last inning, or it could. Sometimes it just depends on the umpire. Oh, don't worry, I don't drive anywhere in this town because nobody here knows how to drive, so I end up just sitting behind people who park on the roads. 74 Blazer. Yeah, we're making a comeback. They're playing at Fleischmann right now, I am. So my son is following along on Game Changer. No, I've been dealing with just the absolute worst of the worst people driving tonight. Trying to see where this drop off is. All right, so yeah, we're rocking and rolling. We are also on our second attempt of our 1-1-1-1 challenge tonight, where we're looking for one new subscriber, one new channel member, and one super chat of $1 or more. We have the super chat thanks to M, so thank you so much, M. We have the new subscriber. We actually had a couple new subscribers. So now all we're looking for is one channel member. You can become a channel member for $2, $5, or $25 a month, whatever level you want to. And midnight, if you're free to post our custom emojis, that would be absolutely awesome. If not, I'll post them the next time I get a chance. To get some custom emojis, occasionally I release some videos early. So I do like early releases for channel members. I haven't done that in a while. I need to do that again soon. So yeah, so that's what we're trying to do. And if we knock out the 1-1-1-1, then we'll start working on the 2-2-2-2. And we're going to do this. I don't know how long or how far we're going to do it, but we're going to just have some fun doing this with the evening streams for a while. And just do that. Yeah, those are all the custom emojis you get to do. And if we can rebuild the membership base, then we can start adding more custom emojis as well. And basically just all different ways that you can support a small creator. And you know, the more support that I have, the more videos that I can do for you guys. And ideally less of the late night door dashing and more of the sit down and we just talk through life and figure out things and help you guys go it. Not that I don't mind. Not that it's fine. I like doing the ride-alongs with you guys much more than I like doing them by myself. But it's a whole lot better, I think, when I just get to sit and actually be a part of the conversation, to the screen. So that's what we're trying to do. Trying to just build up the base for this channel once again. Yes. Exactly, Em. So we got 3.5 miles to go. This is like $13 for 10 mile. But the drop-off's not horrible, so I took it, and we hadn't taken any orders in the first like half an hour of delivery, so. 6 miles a gallon. Drive fast and take chances. That's what my friend always tells me. I don't know if that's a good friend or not who tells you that, but his other saying is you can only drive as fast as you can afford. You can drive as fast as you can afford. So if you got the wallet for big speeding tickets, then you can speed a lot. All right, we got 2 miles plus a little bit more to get to this drop off. And then from here, we'll just zoom down towards Cheesecake Factory. It's the fastest place that we can get to for anything. I'll play what I want. How's it going tonight? Appreciate you being here. So, yeah, it's been a while. I'd taken a little break from streaming for a bit, but now we're kind of back at it. I think I'm in a... So I was thinking about this. I have lots of respect. For people who have been like solo YouTube content creators for years. Because there's a lot of people who do that. Like they're just solo. Now, I think some of those people would probably be at the point that they could grow their channel a lot better if they would actually hire an editor and stuff like that. But it's crazy because you do really have to keep thinking of new ideas, new topics, how to keep things fresh, but at the same time, how to be consistent, you know, and how to really define all of those things. So do it, Cambo. Do it. Make those gains. Make those gains, and I'll try to keep you entertained and hyped up. Everybody hype up Cambo. And a 1, and a 2, and a 3, and a 4, 5, and 6, and 7, and 8, and lift, and stride, and... Now that I just totally ruined your workout. Yeah, that is by far the most important. Even if you don't have your message and your brand 100% figured out, but it's hard to do. Like, it's hard to consistently come up with things that you're trying to do, and then it's so easy to just like, you know, it is very easy to get discouraged, at least for me, you know. And so you know, I put together a short today, and I was like, you know, most shorts at least get like 30, 40, 50 views right out of the gate. This one got 3, and one of them was me. In like the first hour, I'm like, what in the world? Like, this is it's like the same type of short I always make. And those get, you know, 50, 100, 200 views. That one, like last I knew, it was at 12 views. And like, maybe the algorithm will launch it at a different time. It's certainly possible, but I was just like, man, are you kidding me? Like, I was struggling to find exactly what I wanted to do. I figured out my short, I recorded it, uploaded it, did all the keywords and all that stuff, and then it just utterly flopped. I'm like, oh, are you kidding me? But it's like, yeah, it is true, but like, it's hard to be creatively consistent, I think. So, Kat, how's it going tonight? Hope you are doing well. I hope we kind of fully addressed what we were talking about the other night too, Kat. I know it kind of got like sidetracked and interrupted and stuff, but hopefully you don't feel like we didn't get to tackle all of that. But if there's more, let me know. Tim, good evening. How are you doing? Giuseppe! We actually have 2 restaurants in town that have Giuseppe in the name. One is like a high-end fancy place called Giuseppe and the Lion, and then the other one is San Giuseppe Pizza. Uber's telling me to log on to Uber to not miss out on reaching my goals by delivering at supper time, while I'm literally in the midst of delivering an Uber order. Oh, so Giuseppe, am I saying it right? Is the G silent or is the G spoken? Let's settle a little debate. Yeah, I used to say it Giuseppe, but from what I can tell, everybody that I've heard say it down here says Giuseppe. And we do have a pretty decent Italian population down here. I mean, our town was named after a town in Italy, so Naples. Giuseppe. Wow, I don't know. Maybe Giuseppe Biker. Well, I won't even say the first part because we don't know. Biker, teach us how to say your name. And is it one that do different people say it different ways? That's a possibility too. We're almost to this place. Hopefully it's the one with the lit up mailbox. No, it's not. This is the one. It's the one next to the one with the lit up mail. Oh yeah, it's the house that's completely dark. Of course, that's the one that I'm delivering to. Not the house with all the lights on. I'm not delivering to the house with all the lights on and the light up mailbox. I'm delivering the house that goes down a creepy driveway that's like completely dark. $44. $44. Back in the midst of the creepy woods. Well, your service on your cell phone ain't that good. Double click, hit that like. We're also looking for one channel member. No, I need to too. It's one of the first goals as soon as I can afford it. The first thing I'm going to spend some frivolous money on is a personal trainer. All right, the baseball game is tied up. Farty far. That goes all piratey. Farty far. We're gonna get everything turned back on here as soon as I get out of creepy driveway. It smells like smoke over here, so I don't know if it's just a campfire or if I haven't heard anything about it. We're not really close to where forest fires would be, so it must be a campfire. But it's a good night for a campfire. It's like low 60s, upper 50s. All right, so we're gonna head right back downtown towards Cheesecake Factory. That's good to know, midnight. All right, so then a gym. How about we'll just say a gym membership? But as soon as the financial side is under control, and I'm not saying like I'm putting off taking care of myself. I'm trying to find little ways to work exercise, but like it's just not the primary focus right now. So just wanted to clarify that for everybody, that it's not like I'm just going to be a slob and not care about my body but simply saying that that's where I'm planning on spending once I have a little bit of extra cash, because I think it's going to pay dividends and more energy and different things. So Yeah, no, I mean, like, it's a good reminder, like, because everybody can, it's easy to get hyped up about like getting in shape in January, but now that we're like almost March, it's like it's easy to kind of forget like what your goals were and what you want to accomplish, and so I mean that's one of my 5 areas: heart, soul, mind, strength, wallet. The strength part of the 5 areas I'm focusing on, but the soul is kind of always a work in progress. And the wallet just takes so much time and energy and effort right now. So it's yeah, and I want to get to I want to actually get to swimming more too. Swimming is like, I'm not a good swimmer, but I enjoy it. And which is weird, because I think it's because it's so fluid and it's exhausting. But I don't ever like it, just because my back hurts a lot and different things like that. So, and I live in Florida, so I feel like I should be decent at swimming. So that's one thing that there is a pool where I live now. So, but I just my issue right now is time. It's like if I'm not delivering, I'm trying to work on YouTube or eBay or Facebook Marketplace. Like until I can get my income to a level where there's a little bit of breathing room, I just can't do it yet. But that's why I'm just pumping out as many 16 to 18 hour days, and not everything that I'm doing is to make money today. Some of it's to make money down the road, like the sports channel. That's not monetized, but it is. So the primary quote unquote sponsor of the sports channel is my eBay store, since I primarily sell baseball and football cards. And so I'm hoping to build that up, and that seems to be a lot easier to get new people in and sustained watching, on sports stuff, because the sports market's a lot bigger. It's a lot bigger market. There's a lot more people interested in sports than food and gig delivery. And even just the broader, there's a lot more people interested in getting out of debt than food and gig delivery. So I'm just trying to really figure out, like, okay, I know where I want to position this channel now. It took me a long time. I would say really ever since like last summer, I struggled. But even though we gained a lot of momentum from Gracie on this channel, I'm still happy that I split the Metropolitans off as a separate channel. Simply because it's like, not that we can't still talk sports on here, but it was so crazy. The metrics on, I would post a video and it would gain 3 new subscribers, and I'd look at the video metrics like 2 days later and I would have lost 5 net subscribers on it, because like people didn't know what the channel was. Now at least the channel's a little more directional. So yeah, well, our little neighborhood has a community pool, so it'll probably get used a lot in the summer with kids. But I bet you if I hit it at 5 or 6 in the morning, I'd have it to myself. That's just my guess on the swimming side. Feel the burn. Oh yeah, like when I was doing a lot of Costco, it definitely helped, but the problem is Costco is just so horrible now for Instacart, because basically there's a whole bot ring that runs my Costco, so you just don't even see. I mean, I used to see orders and miss them, but like the last few times, and this is like in our busiest time of the year, I sat at Costco for the Costco drop. Just absolutely you know, I mean, I'd see 2 or 3 orders in total at the Costco drop because all the good ones were already bot stolen. And it's like, I can't do that. Irony of ironies, I'm actually pretty close to where my son's baseball team is playing right now. Let's see. Oh, it ended in a tie. It ended in a tie, 7-7. Yeah, well, I mean, this was even when I was Diamond, Tim. I wasn't seeing good orders even as Diamond. That's why I lost Diamond the last go around. I was Diamond for like a year and a half straight, and it didn't matter. It absolutely didn't matter. The bots were still, they were taking everything. Like, I was Diamond all the way through December. That's Instacart M. So, like, they drop a bunch of orders like right around when the store opens. Tie is better than a loss. Absolutely. I think our record is 2-1-2. It's like our second tie on the year, but I know there's no ties in real baseball, but just how it goes. They couldn't push any runs through at the end of the game. They were up 7-6, gave up a run in the top of the 5th, and then couldn't get that run back. Yep. Yeah, no, I mean, for like this time last year, I would sit at the Costco drop. There'd be like 20 some orders that would come through. And then it was just a matter of trying to pick the best one, but you were guaranteed to get at least a decent one. And then since then, it went to like by the time like December came around this year, I would sit there. I would have some mornings at the Costco drop, literally no orders would ever hit my phone. That was even as a Diamond Card shopper. So, but I just can't. And now with catering, there's so many catering orders that come in around that 10:30 time frame, or even 11 o'clock. You know, if you got a big Costco order, most of those are going to take you 2 hours. You know, talking like a $50 plus Costco order. Yep. And that's what, so then I lost Diamond. And then actually, I've been doing pretty well. Most of my Instacart recently has been Fresh Market. Yeah, I've got 2 4-star. I got 96 5-star, 2 4-star. And then everything else is removed. We're going to head towards Magic Dumpster because I don't know what else to do. I mean, there's no orders coming through anywhere tonight. Just like last night. Last night was bad too. Last night was later than this, but it's still bad. Yeah, I've been waitlisted on Spark for like closing in on 2 years now. It'll be like April or May. And I'm finding now though, like a lot of my Instacarts end up just at being like $15 to $18, and occasionally you catch a good one, but it's like any of these apps. If you don't have the app on, by the time you see a good order and click over to it, it'll be gone. I don't know, people are so petty. Like, don't leave a 4-star rating. If you're gonna leave a 4-star rating, just leave a 1-star rating. Because either way, here's the thing with ratings, right? If your rating on Instacart was 4, like a straight 4, that was the average, it would be deactivated. So if you're giving someone a 4-star rating, you're essentially saying they should be deactivated. So in that case, you might as well just give it 1 star. So anyway, we're gonna go hang by Magic Dumpster for a little bit. Our goal is to try to find $50 tonight, but I mean, I've literally done 1 order, and that's it. I don't even know if I've declined a DoorDash yet. Now, we paused it during that 1 order, but and almost everything Uber is sending is trip radar tonight. They're not sending individual orders out, which is definitely annoying. But they figure, hey, since we're sending out crappy orders, let's send them out to a bunch of people. And maybe, probably, someone will take it. Tim's doing work. Thank you, mods. Thank you, mods, for keeping this a nice, awesome, safe space. All right. So we're just over an hour in. We made $13 in our first hour. I don't know if I have any expectations for the second hour to be any better, but we'll see. Hopefully it won't be worse, question mark. No, 4-star means that they want you deactivated. Seriously, think about it. If your actual rating on Instacart, what is deactivation? Is below like 4 point? I forget what they say. It says only a low customer rating below 4.7 affects your access to patches. But if you're rating me 4-star, you're saying I'm below 4.7. So basically, if you rate someone 4-star, you are saying I want you to be deactivated. That's the literal translation. And in fact, I think a 4-star hurts more, because I almost think like 1 stars, like Instacart knows, yeah, like people are idiots and they just leave 1 stars, and we can obviously see that it's not all true. Yeah, no, it's exactly, they don't know that. And I think a 4 can definitely like impact the algorithm more than maybe a 1 would, just simply because a 1 is just there. Yeah, 80%. And you know, the standard is what, 4.7, right? So that's 94%. I mean, if you're saying someone did a 4-star, you're saying they did a lousy job. Like, I know people don't interpret it that, but that's how the metrics bots will interpret it. And for a driver, that's all that matters. So for the most part now, I just either leave 5-star or I don't rate. Unless it's someone who I sincerely believe should be deactivated. That would be the one exception. Then I would probably. But even the annoying bad drivers, I just get refunded. And that, like, Instacart's the only one of these apps that I use. So. Oh, sounds good. Who are you watching, Tim? All right, sounds good. Maybe I'll turn it on later and on the way home. All right, appreciate you being here. Are you are you diamond? I'm up to platinum again, which I was actually better on platinum January, February than I was October, November, December on diamond cart. So I just got back to platinum. So I'd have to do 89 more to get diamond cart. So I don't know if I'm gonna go for it for like April, May, June, but I might just get there naturally. I mean, I'm a little bit behind halfway, but so I got to do 90 more orders. I guess I'm just about on pace. See you, Tim. Thanks again. Have a good night. I mean, you like getting to diamond isn't that hard, but you may still have to take some bad orders every now and then, especially at the very end to get there. If you want to do a challenge or something, you would do something like, how fast could you get diamond? Yeah, but even with that, Caleb, the reason I wouldn't leave feedback on that is you could literally just call Instacart and they'll refund it to you. You know, now, not that you should get smashed eggs, but I mean, I've had people complain they've gotten smashed eggs, and I know they weren't smashed when I dropped them off. So I just tend to err on the side. Like, I've gotten rotten fruit and stuff like that. I don't look, I'm not going to expect the customer to open up the fruit package to see if there's mold somewhere in the middle of the package that I couldn't see anyway. So I just tend to give drivers the benefit of the doubt, and then if there's just something I don't like, I just don't leave the rating. It's people's lives are at stake, their livelihoods. As much as I know there's a bunch of scam artists doing these things, I don't know that my driver particularly would be a scammer. I'm going to assume that they're generally just out there trying to provide for their family. So, Ryan, how's it going? Appreciate you being here. So we're like just an hour into delivering. We've done one delivery for $13. It's been a very, very slow night. Yeah, it cooled off the last couple of days, but it's been nice. It's been a weird winter though. Nice weather in San Antonio. Yeah, I think the whole southern half of the U.S. is in pretty good weather right now. All right, so we are rocking and rolling here tonight. Appreciate everybody hanging out. We're on attempt number 2 of our 1111 challenge, which is 1 new subscriber, which we have, 1 new channel member, which we don't have yet, and 1 super chat of $1 or more, which we do have. Thank you, M, for providing the super chat. So, yeah, so basically in your app, Caleb, you just take a picture of the broken egg, send it to Instacart, and they'll like credit your account for the next time. It's a little annoying if it's something that you really needed, but the vast majority of the time, it's not that big of a deal. You can do it with like rotten fruit or whatever. And I'm sure they still keep track of that for the drivers too, but I don't think that impacts the drivers quite as much as like a 1-star. If I could instantly become an expert in something without putting in the work. There's a lot of things that come to mind. It's a really good question, Marcus, but I think, oh yeah, 911, thank you for hanging out with us, but yeah, we got to be English only here. I think the stock market, like being a kind of everything there is about the stock market, day trading. I mean, I've studied some of it, but I know like a fraction of a percent of what I would need to know. But I think having a full understanding of stock market, day trading, all that's probably something that I would. That's at least what my gut reaction says. I'll think on it more, see if something else comes to mind. I mean, certainly just business, just being a business expert. That would be good. Another area that comes to mind. Yeah, another area that comes to mind would just be speaking. Like, I consider myself a decent public speaker, but I do still struggle with, ultimate camera presence on YouTube. I think there's times I struggle with reading an audience and doing that. So that's another area that I think would pay a lot of dividends, even though it wouldn't be like an instant thing. If I could completely master the art of public speaking in every way. But any one of those. I'm not actively working on the stock market thing right now because I don't have extra money to put in the stock market, but I am working on getting better with the speaking, and I am working on learning, getting more business acumen. So two of those three are things I'm actively working on in my life. I don't know what else. There's all sorts of things too that I'm like, I'd probably be too lazy to do anything with, but having knowledge of like car stuff. I don't know anything about cars. So that question partly makes me want to pick something that I've been working on and just get to the ultimate expert level. And then it also partly makes me want to pick something that I know nothing about and then just be able to have instant knowledge about. I mean, there's a good part of me that would love to just be an expert on YouTube. Just knowing how YouTube works so I could make all of it work out better and be more efficient, make better videos. And there's lots of things. That's a good question for everybody though too. Thank you for bringing that question, Marcus. So what for anybody else who's watching? Yeah, for sure, Midnight. I mean, I'm not a car guy at all, and I've been able to at least save some by some basic stuff on YouTube over the years. So definitely a couple times I hit a point where I couldn't do anything more, but. So, question for everybody from Marcus. If you could instantly become an expert in something without putting in the work, what skill would you choose? There's probably also another answer here, which is I wouldn't choose any of them. I want to work for everything I get, right? That's probably an answer. I don't know if that's the right answer. That's probably an answer too. I don't want to be gifted anything. I want to work for it all. I want to earn everything I know. Fair enough. I think that's a fair point. But I've got enough deficiencies in my life. How to time travel, or to know if time travel is actually possible. That, like, as a fun answer. I figured out how to get the blower fan in this car working through YouTube video. And then eventually, once I got it out, I found out why it wasn't working. It's because there was like 2 or 3 decapitated mice that were jamming up the fan. How to read women. Being married, I don't need to know the plural. I just need to know how to read my wife all the time. I'm getting better. I mean, this is probably so selfish, but I would just choose to go back to the past and just warn myself of some stupid mistakes I was going to make in the future. I've caused myself so much pain. Now I'm trying to take the pain and use it for good. That's part of the reason why this channel exists. Because I want to help people who've made stupid decisions and gotten paying the stupid tax like I am right now. And I mean, maybe there will come a point where I'll be like, oh, I'm so glad that I made all those stupid decisions, and I'm so glad, but right now I'm still not there. I'm still not to the point where like, oh, yay. I'm so excited that I totally went into massive amounts of debt and I could help a bunch of people. Like, I'm trying to take a bad situation and make good out of it, but I still am not to the point where I'd be like, yeah, oh yeah, no, I'm talking to my younger self. I'm 100% talking to my younger self. I think part of the reason is because I know my future self. I'm going to meet him someday. But if I could go back, and I mean, ultimately the answer, the bigger question is like, which version of my younger self would I want to do? But I would probably honestly say like it's not that long ago. Like my 2016 self. So basically a bunch of, then they weren't even all bad decisions. Okay, I gotta be clear on this because I know not everybody knows the whole backstory. But it was a series of decisions. Some of them were just life, but some of them were how I reacted to life, and some of them were bad decisions based on how I reacted to life. And it was just a whole bunch of things that pooled up together. But I won't go into full details tonight because I'm just not feeling that tonight. But 2020 ruined me, guys. Like, it was a whole bunch of things happened. Like, yes, the lockdowns and the shutdowns, but like everything that went on. Like 2020 really messed me up. And so, and I know, like, I don't know, does 2020 feel like a long time ago to you guys, or does it feel like really recent? Because to me, it feels like a long time ago. And I'm like, my brain was having like just crazy things, like even with like, this is not political, okay? Like with the election this year, I'm like, wait, we had an election in 2020? Like, there's no way that was only 4 years ago. Like, that felt like 10 years ago. But I don't know. Be curious. Probably a lot depended on just where you were. But I was in such a bad mental place going into 2020, and then 2020 hit, and I was running a business, and I had 4 employees, and for a variety of reasons, all 4 employees left. And I didn't know how to hire outside of friends, and I was stuck. And then 2020, this was all like in the midst of 2020, in the midst of everything going on. And I mean, it was just a whole bunch of stuff that, yeah, basically just a whole bunch of stuff that went down. And that's in part why I'm here today. So I've learned more and grown more probably in the last 2 years than I did in my first 40 plus years, which I think that's good. Unfortunately, it's coming off the heels of a bunch of stuff that led to it, and it's not irreversible damage, but it's like turning the ship around, right? It's like you can't just turn a big giant ship around on a dime. It's like, first you got to just stop it from going the wrong direction, and then it takes a while because like everything going, and that's just where I'm at. And I keep pushing myself and I keep setting goals, but it's so hard. Like, I mean, the amount of times I've had to set and reset goals or reset timelines just because I give it my all and it's still just not enough to hit the goal, or my skills are deficient, you know, and it's like, okay, it just takes longer to learn some skills than I thought it would take. And so anyway, so that's how I'm like just processing through it all. Assuming you're not, man. No. Good assumption. I gotta reply to my Facebook Marketplace person. Perfect exclamation point. I will confirm and send a dress in the morning. Period. So, no catering orders for me tomorrow, but because I'm gonna most likely, unless something changed, most likely gonna be staying home with my son from school. So I've got a Facebook Marketplace meetup Selling 20 large boxes for $80 tomorrow. Continuing to get rid of extra clutter in the house and try to turn that into cash as well. All right. Well, Magic Dumpster really doesn't have any. Yeah, win each moment. So my phrase that I've been doing, because sometimes I just need practical, is remove a stone every day until the dam breaks. I mean, I honestly feel like that's a great analogy for YouTube and being a YouTube creator. Like, you've got to do something. So like whatever your YouTube channel is, and this will apply to other areas in life, but especially for YouTube creators, you have to give something. You have to feed your YouTube channel every day. Now that doesn't mean you have to do a highly edited long form video every single day. That's not what I mean. I just mean that you have to feed it something every day. Even something as simple as a community post or a short, but you have to feed it every day. And if you're willing to do that, it will go. And I've kind of learned that, and not that it's a negative thing, but it took me a while to kind of come to grips with that if I want YouTube to eventually become an income stream that pays my bills, I can't just ignore it for 2 or 3 or 4 days in a row. I really can't even ignore it for any one day. I mean, and the cool thing is you can do stuff and schedule stuff out. So you can still batch. You know, it doesn't mean that you would have to, like, I don't think there's any benefit to necessarily just clicking into your YouTube account every day. But you need to give it something. And because the more things you give it, the more opportunities you have to connect with people who want to connect with you. And that's a part that definitely I've kind of come to realize over the last couple of months. Okay, it's a green light. Are we just going to stop at a green light? Guy like stalled out his car or something? No idea. No idea. Nobody seems to know how to drive tonight at all anyway. That's horrible. Yeah. Just wait till like 20 minutes before the store closes and they'll up the batch pay, accept it. Wait till the store closes and then collect free batch pay. David, hello to you. How are you doing tonight? Yeah, I'm waiting for you to go through the roundabout. You probably should keep driving and not stop in the middle of the roundabout right in front of me. Oh my goodness. Some of the worst driving ever. Sounds good, Marcus. Have a great night. David, what apps do you deliver on? So I'm doing DoorDash, Uber Eats, Grubhub, Instacart tonight. Those are the four. Those are the four I'm focused on tonight. I do have a few others as well, but appreciate you coming by. Have a good night, Marcus. We're gonna keep moving, but I just don't know what to do. Like, I haven't had a DoorDash order since we dropped that last one. Like, literally not one been sent to my phone. So Uber Eats, Glovo. I don't know what Glovo is. Does anybody know what Glovo is? Are you in the United States or are you in a different country, David? Go to Chipotle. I was gonna go to Cheesecake Factory because I don't want to do dinky orders either. Like, I don't have to be crazy good, but. And the one order I took was like $13 for 10 miles. So that wasn't even a great order. Just sat for supper, full supper tomorrow. Kenya. Wow, I didn't even know they had Uber Eats in Kenya. Yeah, I'm back. Sorry about that. I don't even know why. That's not even normally that. I'm getting too grumpy. Just tell me that. I just get frustrated. Because I think the frustrating thing in general with these apps is they don't reward you for customer service. They just find ways to punish you when you don't do something that they want you to do. And it's all in the name of profits, which, whatever. You're a business, you're trying to make money, I get it. But so much of all of these apps feel so manipulated. Like Tim was talking about before, as soon as he got a couple of 4 stars on Instacart, even as a platinum shopper, all his batches went out the window. DoorDash. Do I really believe there have been no DoorDash orders in my market tonight? Like for the last 40 minutes, do I really believe no one's ordered DoorDash within like 3 miles of me or 4 miles of me? Like, no, I don't believe it at all. I see other drivers coming in and out of restaurants. So it just gets frustrating because you're trying to care for customers and you're trying to care for people, and ultimately the apps say, look, we don't really care about that. And that's a big part why I want to just move to doing this as just a part-time thing. It can be very frustrating when you're trying to do this as a full-time, for sure. Anything that you do can be. You strike just for commissions. Is that like base pay there, David? I have no idea how to convert your currency to like American currency, but yeah, what kind of vehicle are you driving, David? Good question. Good question, Em. All right, we're over by Cheesecake Factory and Chipotle. Still no orders coming in. I mean, I get it, it's a Wednesday, but still. Ah. So my Pontiac Vibe would be perfect then. Since you're talking small cars. I can't tell you the number of times like I'm in a parking lot and like I can't even see my car. Because like it's sandwiched between like some extended SUV and some lifted truck. Yeah, well, it's glad to know it's not just me. Not happy for you, but all right. Wow, this is really bad, but it's the total. All right, this is $13 for 2 miles, but it is 2 separate pickups, 2 separate drop-offs, but we've been doing nothing. I need to get over. Love it when cars like pull up next to you and don't get past you. Are you turning? It'd help if you put your blinker on so I would know. All right. Well, we're gonna do this. It's only 2 miles total. Yeah. No, it's. I mean, we're 2 hours and 2 hours. So this is $13 for 2 miles, but it's 2 pickups, 2 drop-offs. This is on Uber Eats. It's Jimmy John's picking up a sub. Second one is Mr. Tequila, a Mexican place. That order's a little bit bigger, but like I gotta do something here. Like I gotta make some money. Yeah, we're feeling the pain tonight, midnight. That's for sure. Okay, well, good, David. Awesome. I'm so glad that you're hanging out with us here tonight. Thanks for sharing a little bit. I'm gonna be right back. I'm just gotta pick up this order real quick. Ah, Amazon delivery too. Awesome. All right. It's starting to get a little chilly in the cart. I'm still going to be thankful because it's still more money than I would have made had I been at the game coaching. So I'm thankful for the opportunity to make some extra money, but it's been, I would definitely agree, just a frustrating, boring night. But that's all right. We'll hang out with you guys at least for the next half an hour. Do that. We're still looking for 1 channel member on our second attempt of the 1111 challenge. Tried it last night. Fell 1 member short. Trying tonight. We're still 1 member short. So looking for 1 channel member at $2, $5, or $25 a month. They're long round trips is what I've heard for Amazon Flex. Like it might pay decent for the miles of your actual delivery, but you also might have to drive a long distance to get to your delivery zone. All right, so we're coming up to Mr. Tequila. It's a fun name. Mr. Tequila, Mexican restaurant. Yeah, I know. DoorDash is like silent. I don't know if I can remember the last time that I didn't even reject any DoorDash orders. All right, this is pickup number 2. Everything is in a straight line and it's right on the main strip, so not generally a fan of like $13 for 2 orders because it means you're basically getting like a couple of $4 tips, but gotta stay busy and make something. All right, hopefully this one will be quick too. All right, well, this one was ready. Joshua, appreciate you. Thanks for hopping in, and thank you for your well wishes. Yeah, there's all about, everybody's about speed and analytics and stuff. That's why they want to replace us. All right, I'm not going to show this because but on Uber Eats, for the first time ever, they're showing a picture of the customer. Never had this before. That's just kind of weird. I mean, I kind of understand why they're doing that, but I would just, especially leaving at the door, I just want a picture of the door. I'm not going to see this customer. Like, I'm not going to interact with it. If it was a meet the customer order, that makes a little more sense, but it's leave at the door. Like, her face is not the door, so I don't know. Everything is making me grumpy tonight. At least people aren't trying to blind me like they were last night. That was the theme of last night, was everyone was trying to blind me. Theme of tonight is everything makes me grumpy. Everything's making me grumpy tonight. Well, we're having fun hanging out. Not fun with the deliveries, but having fun hanging out. Last night was brutal. Tonight is brutal. But I can see tonight. It's so strange. Yeah, so like the weird story, for those of you who weren't here last night, I was like dropping off at an apartment complex. And I just left the car running because it was like literally leave the door. And some guy was just like, I'm like, what? Like, I can't understand you. And then I finally heard him say, like, turn your lights off. Well, this is while I'm like already 2/3 of the way to the customer's door. And I said, oh, I'm just doing a quick drop off. I'll be out of here. It's not like the light was just shining on the apartment complex. It wasn't shining in, in his thing. And so then he's like, well, now you're going to pay. Probably. And then as like I'm backing out to leave, like this whole interaction takes like under a minute. It took me longer to understand what he was trying to tell me than it did for me to actually just drop off and take a picture and go. And then he just like took like a million lumen light and just shined it right in the front of my window as I'm trying to like leave. I'm like, well, if you want me to get the light out of your way, then maybe you should not be blinding me while I'm trying to back up. Yeah, he probably was hammered, Savage. Probably. You're probably right on that. All right. Hold on. I think I dropped off the wrong thing. Oh, I'm so done with tonight. I am so done with tonight. I'm pretty sure I dropped off the wrong thing. Hey, I think I dropped off the wrong order. Hold on. Sorry about that. I think it's quitting time. I caught it. I caught it at least. It's time to quit. Right? Like when you make a mistake like that, it's time to quit. I don't even know what's going on in the chat. I don't even know what's going on in my own car right now. She was good with it. I think it's quitting time though. Once your head is out of the game. Oh, Satan showed up. Yep, sounds about right for tonight. Not today, Satan. It's like when I can't even do a basic Uber Eats delivery. It's quitting time. The Satan showed up and my brain checked out. That sounds about right. Later, Satan. It's an old Christian ska song from the 90s. You are the devil and the devil is bad. You are the devil and the devil is bad. You are the devil and you are bad. Dun, 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 dun. It's called The Devil is Bad by a band named The W's. As in like the letter W, the W's. I would play it on stream if I could. Alright. So we are dropping this one off at a hotel. Got the right food. I almost gave the Jimmy John's person some Mexican food. It was nice to meet you, Mark. Trolls are trolling hard tonight. Alright. Well, after this one, I'll stay on, but I'm going to just start heading towards home because... Front desk. I won't tell them that I almost delivered their order to someone else. Alright, we'll be back. right, have a good night. Thanks for hanging out with us. Good luck with getting catering deliveries tomorrow. All right, so we're going to just head in the direction of home at this point. Ugh. Yeah, tonight's not the night to mess in shack, because Midnight's sitting around with nothing to do, kind of like me. When it's a night with slow orders, that means mods are extra free to be fast. Can't even keep up with all the stuff you guys have done. I know Tim had a bunch of stuff I think that he had to delete too. All right. Yeah, so we're just gonna, like I said, I'm just gonna head in the direction home. We're still like 15 minutes away, but I stayed out. I did the late shift last night and it was horrible, and it's not like it's good tonight now, so I don't expect it to get better past 9 o'clock. So I can work on some other project at home, work on some eBay or something like that. All right, we'll do a little channel reset here in just a second. I'm trying to make a U-turn, so I gotta look around the median to see the cars because there's a bunch of trees that are blocking my view. We're not quitting yet, but I'm definitely not gonna just sit somewhere and wait at 8:45. If I can just kind of drive towards home. My DoorDash ends at 9 o'clock. Russian bandana. So you're saying I need to make a short using it? I'll have to see. Yeah, Midnight, I know. Like, well, that's what I'm wondering. I'm wondering if I should just go grocery shopping. Maybe I'll try. Maybe I'll do that tomorrow. Maybe I'll put an Instacart together for Costco and Publix. I'll have to look it up. Donda. Is that how you say it? Donda? Appreciate you hanging out with us. All right, here's the channel reset. First of all, I want to welcome all of you guys to A Side of Hustle. The goal of this channel is to move 10,000 people from stupid broke to self-defined millionaires, from poor in every area of your life to rich in every area of your life. So we do that through a variety of ways. We talk about mentally, financially, emotionally, spiritually, physically, cover all those sorts of things. So appreciate you hanging out with us. If you're looking to make an extra $30 a day, which is kind of the theme of tonight, even though we strayed from that a little bit, or $200 a week, or $10,000 a year, they're all basically the same thing. The math works no matter which one you choose. Oh, there's a catering delivery. I'm not taking this one. Somebody took it. I could have had it. I was fast enough for that one. It's P.F. Chang's for 20 bucks. I wonder if M got that one. Anyway, we have a PDF that is available for purchase for $5. It is the pinned comment if you are watching live. It is the first link in the description if you're watching on replay. So I believe it would be a worthwhile investment of spending $5 to start making an extra $200 a week. Sounds good. So Donda, appreciate you sharing with us. I'll check it out. But yes, Midnight is also right. Don't spam it. I already did reply. Make sure you're listening. So that's what we have going on there. We are doing attempt 2 at the 1111 challenge, looking for 1 new subscriber, which we got. Looking for 1 channel member, 1 new channel member, which we don't have yet, and then 1 super chat of $1 or more, which we also already have. Thank you, M, for that. So we got about 13 minutes left in the stream. We're going to go till 9 o'clock here. So you got, all right, Midnight, you can take care of that. You got multiple people you can take care of in the chat there at midnight. My goodness. I try to be generous. I try to work with people. I try to be a nice guy. Making you work hard tonight, midnight. Getting more gigs from moderating than you are from DoorDash and delivery. I'll tell you the best way. If you want to be like Donda, but you actually want to promote a song or something you wrote, the absolute best way to do it is get in the room, participate a little bit, and throw a super chat up after you've participated in the room. And then you'll at least get your message read 95% of the time. And then people will do with it what they will. But yeah, at least you got something. All right, our first tip for that sushi from like an hour ago came in. So that came through as expected. So we're basically going to make $26 in 2 hours. It's a really bad night. Really rough night tonight. But that's all right. Sometimes you still got to go out and do it because it's still $26 more than we would have had otherwise. Now the car is gassed up and ready to go. Throughout all that, we worked out a potential meetup for Facebook Marketplace tomorrow for $80, so that's good. Sama? 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 I'm not sure how to say that one. Sama. I'll go with that. Welcome. Glad that you were here. Oh, and I finally got my first DoorDash of the night. I'm not going to do it. It's $8 for 6 miles. We finally see a DoorDash after all of that. I don't know, am I going to have to just go on an acceptance rate rating climb to just... Do I need to try out Platinum under this new thing? Probably. I probably need to try out Platinum under the new system just to do it. Alright, so we got 10 minutes. We're looking for one more channel member. Otherwise, we'll do the 1111 challenge tomorrow night. Take attempt 3. So it's all good. We're having fun with it. It's not a just trying to change things up and make it fun. Okay, so let's brainstorm midnight because I want to add something. Like when we hit the challenge. So this is what I was thinking. This is my idea. Oh, that's... All right, we just got a $30 Instacart from Walgreens for 3 items. So, I got to figure out where I'm going. I don't know which Walgreens this is. I was literally turning into my home. So, all right. So what I was thinking was, figure out where I'm going. That's why I leave the apps on till the very last second. Reese, how's it going? Appreciate you being here tonight. Yeah, $30. It's only 3 items. This is like very weird. I don't know if they're expensive items or someone's just sick and in a generous mood, or I don't know. So what I was thinking is like get like a little bottle of hot sauce because I think those are pretty shelf stable, and just keep it in the car. And then every time we like hit the 1111 goal or the 2222 goal, that's like the only thing I could think of that would be like, because I can't keep like perishable food in my car here. So I was thinking something along the lines like hey, by the way, this will get us to the $50 goal in like just about 2 hours, which is absolutely crazy for how slow that this has been. I don't know if maybe they close at 9 o'clock or something, and that's why. All right, I'm gonna turn that off. I'll pause DoorDash even though it ends at 9 on the off chance that something happens. Anyway, that's why I love leaving apps on till the very last moment. But I don't know, that's the only thought I had. It was like, get a thing of hot sauce, and then like every time we hit the goal, take a shot. That's something like I can do, I can handle. It's kind of fun. All right, so, and that I understand that too, because I don't want to do humiliating stuff. Like that's not my thing. I just wanted to do something that would be like a fun celebration. So Savage Batman. He's got his calling card. Yeah, no, I mean, I'm not trying to make it. I'm just trying to make it. I'm trying to figure out like this, what this could look like, where it's like, hey, this is a fun thing we're gonna do. Like, if we hit the goal, then we do that or whatever. So I don't know. I'm just brainstorming. I mean, we could just, the other thing I had talked about was just like getting a Slurpee. Like every time we hit the goal, then we'll stop and get a Slurpee and do a fun, like just like a fun celebration thing. Happy dance? Well, I don't know if we're going to be bailed out by this or not. I'm hoping that this actually is legit and a legit good order. Well, yeah, we try to put the work in, David. That's what it's all about. I mean, I can't call myself a side of hustle and not be hustling on a regular basis, right? So I got to live up to the name. I mean, I grabbed this so quick, like I didn't even get to see if this is tip based or just base pay. My very first delivery of the day was from CVS, and then this one from Walgreens, and it's both for people who were like sick with stuff. I wonder if I need to just hang out around CVS and Walgreens more during the day. I like the happy dance idea. Yeah. Well, and like, I don't really want to just be guzzling Slurpees all the time either. We can start with that. Get out. Yeah, we'll go get out and do a happy dance. All right. I mean, there's one expensive thing in here, but I mean, a $20 tip on this would be like it's like 45, 55. That'd be a generous tip. Yeah, we like trying to help too. We like trying to help it. We got a bunch of long form videos on the channel, David, for like Uber Eats and stuff. There's lots of stuff and ride-alongs that we've done. So I'm gonna leave this running, and I'll be right back. Hopefully I can find this quick. Oh, there's 3 of something. It's like $100 order. I guess it could be a 20% tip on this. It's about $100 order. I gotta go. All right, we're back. I had to find one thing. I don't know where blood pressure meds are, but where is this going? 36. Oh, I know where this is going. All right. It's going into the 2063. It's going into the same complex where the guy blinded me last night. Gotta love it. Oh, it's right around the same part in that complex too. Oh man. Can you imagine if it's the same guy out there tonight? I'm gonna shine a flashlight in your eyes so you can't see while you're driving. All right. Well, we're extending. We are extending our stream a few minutes because we got one order that is better than all orders we've taken so far tonight combined. So in the last 2 hours of delivery, we did about $26, maybe $27. And we, like, as I was about to turn into my neighborhood, we got this $30 for 5 item that showed up out of nowhere. So here's hoping that everything works out and this will be a good order. We got to go about 4 miles, but definitely well worth it. That's why I like to keep the apps on to the last moment. I would say, you know, probably 9 out of 10 times you don't get anything at the very end that's worth getting. But every once in a while you get a banger right, you know. And of course my standard, once I've committed in my head to going home, my standard for a good order goes up a lot. Because like I'm already committed to, like I'm going home, I'm gonna go eat supper, gonna go to bed, gonna go work on some other project, whatever. But $30 for 6 miles for 5 items, that'll get me to get turned around most nights. So that's what we got. Appreciate everybody being here. This is a side of hustle. The goal of this channel is to move 10,000 people from stupid broke to self-defined millionaires, from poor in every area of your life to rich in every area of your life. I want to help you gain freedom in your life, mentally, emotionally, physically, spiritually, financially, all those different areas we talk about on a regular basis on this channel in a variety of different ways. We are on attempt number 2 of the 1111 challenge. We already have 1 new subscriber. We're looking for 1 new channel member. And we already have 1 super chat for $1 or more. Thank you, M, for that. And if we hit the challenge, we're gonna do a happy dance. We'll do a happy dance when I get home. Only slightly humiliating, because my dance moves are just that amazing. I did hurt my back today, so I don't know if I can do the sprinkler. Might not be able to handle the sprinkler today with my back, but we'll dance anyway, if we get there. So, unless something changes, this is going to be the last delivery of the night. Caleb said that Spark changed. If you cancel 1 Spark order, there's a potential they could deactivate you. I haven't heard anything about that, but I'll take your word for it. So, if you are a Spark driver, make sure you at least do some research. Make sure you know, because I think the issue with that, Caleb, would simply be you have to have some sort of allowance for emergencies and things. Okay. Well, hey, if that's where you're at right now, you just put the work in. I mean, you're sleeping in a car, but it's still a place to sleep as long as you're safe. Make that work. Like, I'm in a house, but I'm like working my tail off just to be able to pay the rent, the electric, the water every month. Like, you know, so if you're in a position that you can do it for a little bit, yeah, put the work in. Do what you got to do, man. I wish I had a nicer car to start doing some Uber rideshare. I think that would help, especially these evenings. I think I could do it. I don't know if I could have done it a year ago, but I think I'd have enough confidence in my social personality skills to be able to do it. But it just can't be in this car. Too small, too big of a mess. I might try renting a car to do some rideshare for a little bit. But I got to get the money set aside to even rent a car in the first place to try that out. So, yeah. All right, we're like a mile away from this drop off. This was just like a random, like, I think it came up as $29.99. I think that was the total. I don't know. Like the store closed at 10. I thought the store might have closed at 9, so it would have been like high base pay. But the store closes at 10, so I think it was just a good tip. It was about $100 order. So it could be like a 25% tip or something like that. The Walgreens was close to my house, so that wasn't too bad of a drive. I'll let you know here. This is the delivery of the day right now, and we got it like at 9 o'clock at night. It's amazing how that works. It's also true, it proves the point that we've said many times, is a lot of times it only takes one good delivery to turn a bad night into an okay night into a good night, or a good night into a great night. Like, obviously I'd love to deliver $30 orders all night, but at least one. And Instacart of all places. Instacart of all places being the one that provides that. Yeah, I agree. That's some of the good parts about doing this, is repeat customers and people who treat you well. I see the way that the GPS wants to take me, but I don't think that's right. You beat me, Midnight. You beat me barely. Oh man, this is so close to where we dropped off by Grumpy Blinder person yesterday. Like, I mean, it's the same apartment complex, but I'm saying it's like really close. Wow, this guy's like all up on my tail. Apparently they're following me. I don't even know which place I'm going to yet. But like, dude, you're in your own parking lot. You don't really need to go that fast. All right. Did I freeze midnight? Sorry about that. I honestly have no idea where exactly I'm going. So BRB gets to make an appearance. Because I got to walk around till I can find exactly. The GPS is not really helping me. So we're going to throw BRB up and I'm going to stop and lock the car. In this apartment complex. All right, I'll be back. All right, so that order was just it was a $4.99 base pay with a $25 tip built in. Stream is going in and out over here. All right, well, let's get moving. Let's get moving before Mr. Blinder Man tries to find me anyway. I think we're gonna head, well, we are. I'm not thinking. We're definitely gonna head back towards home. Last time we did that, we just got a $30 order out of nowhere. By far the best order of the night. Brings us to like $56 in just over 2 hours. So all of a sudden I go from looking like a person who doesn't know what he's doing to looking like an expert. It's amazing what one order can do. It's amazing what one order can do. I just have to figure out how to get out of here. I do have DoorDash back on. That is true. When the helicopter happened, though, I wish I had the flashlight. You see one, you're going to want to see the other. If you see the other, you'll be able to see the one. Anyway, it was the DoorDash avail, so I turned it back on because why not? But we're still going to head home unless a good order pops up. So I got DoorDash, Uber Eats I threw back on. Grubhub we threw back on. Instacart was going to go back on, but yeah, I mean, that was super fortunate that, and I wasn't even on Instacart when it popped up, but just super fortunate that I was able to get to it quickly. But that's an amazing Instacart order. I mean, I don't even love shopping CVS and Walgreens. I've gotten better at it, but I don't love shopping those places. But $30? No! That's not what I was trying to say, Midnight. Saying, when on the night when the helicopter was visible, it would have been nice to have had the million lumen flashlight. That's what I'm trying to communicate here. Nothing else. No, David. Not real. No. It's not that type of helicopter. I'm so tired. I'm so tired. I guess it's flashlight first. I guess that would have been the proper order. I'm sorry. I'm so done. This day has beat me up and pummeled me good. Fortunately, I've got Midnight here to keep me going and keep me laughing. All right. So helicopter, just so you know, David, helicopter in this context means it's an old inside joke from a while back. So we'll just say one time I made a delivery and a guy came out without any clothes on. How about we say that? And that's on this channel, is known as the helicopter incident. So, not trying to make light, because I understand, obviously, in other contexts and countries that could be a negative thing. All right, so we're gonna head towards home. Gonna do one last. I think I said this the last time, then we got a good order, but I think we're gonna do one last channel reset. We actually, we blazed through our new subscriber goal. We added like 4 new subscribers. Went from 1777 to 1781. We knocked out our super chat goal. We just have a 1 new channel member goal. So if we hit that, by the time I get home, I'll do a happy dance. Sans helicopter. Just a normal happy dance. We've got lots of new content up on the channel. I've got another video. I don't know if it's going to go up today or tomorrow. Just a little eBay tip about something that I sold on eBay. So we got lots of things going on. Most importantly, yes, sans helicopter. Most importantly, if you're looking to make an extra $30 a day, make sure you grab that guide. It is down in the pinned comment below, or it's the first link in the description. If somehow you're watching this on replay, and you made it through all 2.5 hours, I applaud you for making it this far. If you make it this far, if you're watching this on replay and you hear this, just mention that you heard this in the comments below, because I would be amazed if anybody would actually watch all the way through to the very end of this. But if you did, I know what to do. If you made it this far, just post helicopter down in the comments below, because then I'll know you made it this far. So yeah, that PDF is that's version 1. It's $5. Ways to start helping you make an extra $200 a week or $30 a day, which actually works out to be an extra $10,000 a year. So a bunch of ways that I want to help you guys with that. Yeah. So we've been selling some copies. As soon as we get some feedback, we're going to put the feedback into place and we'll revise it, we'll expand it, and it's probably never going to be $5 again. So if you want to get in at the early price, now is the time to do that. I don't know if I'm going to do a live on Metropolitan's, the sports channel tonight, but I did put a Little League coaching video up on there earlier today. If I am actually home tomorrow, which is the tentative plan, that I'm going to stay home with my son during the day, I'll probably be busting through a lot of YouTube and eBay stuff tomorrow. So all in all, we ended up with about like $160 today in food and gig delivery. So that's pretty good, again, considering how slow things were for the first hour and a half. I'll take it. Not gonna be too worried. Vidalik, yeah, I'm actually wrapping it up for the night, but I appreciate you coming here. We actually, just as I was about to be done at 8:55 or whatever, and then just as I was turning into my neighborhood, we got a $30 Instacart for 5 items. So I had to go do that. So that's why we're going a little extra half an hour. Well, that being said, we're going to try turning in to home one more time. $30 richer than I was turning in the last time, which is all just going to the landlord anyways, so it doesn't really matter. It's not my money. It's my money for the next 3 days, and then it goes to the landlord. But it means there's a roof over my head, roof over my family's head, and that's why we do these things that we do. Take care of those that you care about. Do that. Well, that being said, I appreciate all of you. We fell short of the 1111 goal tonight, but that's okay. We'll try it again. If all goes as planned, we will be out tomorrow night, right around 5 o'clock. Absolutely. Midnight. $30 less I have to get. I'd have to get it one way or the other. So I think I need to knock out about $350 between now and Saturday. So hopefully I'll have a full day of Friday deliveries, and then hopefully we have a decent night tomorrow. So not going to complain at all whatsoever. We're thankful for what we get and the opportunities that we have. So that being said, I appreciate all of you, and I look forward to seeing you all soon. Have a great night.